action.
It's coming up to that time of the year. We're now in early October and the leaves are starting to fall off the trees. We're getting some colder nights. Your Venus flytrap will definitely be showing signs of dying back for the winter. This is where some of the older summer leaves, and certainly the flower stalks, if you've left them on, would have died back. Now it's really quite important to pick these pieces off, certainly if you're keeping them in a greenhouse or a humid environment. And this is to prevent botrytis or grey mould starting on the dead growth and getting into the living plant. So what I do, first of all, remove the flower stalks. You could use a little pair of scissors for this, but I actually just like to pull it off. And if you give it a little bit of flex and a little tug, you'll find that it breaks off quite cleanly. It takes a bit of practice, and you really got to do it with some confidence. If you kind of half-heartedly do it, the danger is you'll pull half your plant out of the pot. Give the other one a go. Then I proceed to go along to pull or cut the old leaves off. You can see these are the older ones, really dry and brown. They just pull off quite easily. To be sure that you're not actually going to pull your plant out of the pot while you're doing it, you can actually use thumb and forefinger just to put some downward pressure on the plant at the same time as you just cut the trap with your fingernails. That way you're not going to be pulling your plant out of the pot. Some of them come away really easily. I tend to remove anything at this time of year that's got a little bit of dieback in it, because certainly next week I would have to go around and do it again. It really depends on how often you want to do this. So there we are, the after. All the old leaves have been removed. I'll find that come December I'll have to go and do that again, and I would expect all these longer leaves to have died off and just the shorter ones to remain, and all the goodness from the older leaves will be stored in the bulb under the ground.